Shalom, Israel. First, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai Bashim Kakadash, the more see apostles of the great millstone. Peace, I taste from one third of Israel. And for this lesson, I want to title it Pay Your Vows or something like that. All right, and going into how, the vows you make, you got to keep. It goes for me, first and foremost. All right, but Ecclesiastes 5:4, it says, "When thou vowest to vow unto the Most High, defer not to pay it, for he had no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay." All right, because you got to understand that the Lord, He's a man of His word. All right, when the Lord say He's gonna do something, He's gonna do it. All right, so we gotta hold that same standard. We gotta be accountable. All right, you say you gonna do this. You promise this, but you double back. It's like you just chatting at this point. All right, and that's why. All right, reading right here, 5th verse says, "Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay." All right, better if it were you. Better for it, or better it was that you shouldn't have said nothing. All right, than to break your promise, because to go into the word vow. All right, vow, it means solemn promise. All right, solemn meaning serious. This is a promise to a God, solemn pledge, dedication, that which is promised, a wish, desire, longing, prayer. All right, so ultimately a promise, a pledge. All right, and solemn meaning serious. So it's serious. All right, you can't just this. We're not dealing with mortals. All right, you just you broke a promise and it was something small though. No, like this is. You may think it's small, but like we dealing with a higher power. All right, and the Lord don't play. All right, to prove that, let's get this one. Vow. Deuteronomy. There you go. Deuteronomy 23:21. It says, "When thou shalt vow a vow unto the Lord Yahweh thy power, thou shalt not slack to pay it. For the Lord Yahweh thy power will surely require it of thee, and it will be sin in thee." All right, so you vowed a vow, so you must keep it. All right, you got to be a man of your word. All right, but if you double back on it, you break it. Well, guess what? Expect some repercussions behind it. All right, Deuteronomy 23:21, NOT. It says, "When you make a vow to the Lord your power, be prompt in fulfilling whatever you promised him. For the Lord Yahweh, your power, demands that you promptly fulfill all your vows, or you will be guilty of sin." All right, and ultimately, even if it's a small vow, that's knowing the fear of the Lord, knowing the terror of the Lord. You don't want to try the Lord. All right, so just pay your vows. All right, it's simple. You may be tempted. For example, say you're gonna stop drinking alcohol or something. You vow a vow that you're not gonna drink no more. It may be tempting, but guess what? You made a promise, so keep it. All right, and it goes for me first and foremost. But and ultimately, the ultimate vow, that we've all vowed unto the Lord was serving the Lord. All right, the Lord, he revealed this truth unto us, and we basically vowed that we're gonna serve the Lord no matter what. All right, let's go to 2 Peter 2:20. All right. All right, 2 Peter 2:20, it says, "For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahweh HaMashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, than after they have known it, the truth, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them." All right, so the vow was, you're gonna serve the Lord no matter, all the way to the end. All right, this is a blood in, blood out thing. You're not just oh, I don't really feel like serving the Lord no more. I'm gonna do my own thing. Thinking you're gonna find something better. Well, guess what? You got destruction coming. All right. It says the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. So that's your ass. All right. It's simple as that. All right. Let's go to Sirach 4, or let's go to Luke 12 and 47 first. All right, because ultimately, you only know the will of the Lord, when you come to this truth. All right, making videos and whatnot, highways and byways, because Christians don't do that. All right, when you were in the world, you didn't know what the will of the Lord was. All right, but since you know the will of the Lord, you gotta do it. All right, Luke 12 and 47, straight to the point. It says, "And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes." So, you promise to serve the Lord. You promise to, do the things that the Lord requires. All right, and that that leads to salvation. All right, but if you know the truth, if you're supposed to uphold your promise, and you're not keeping it, well, guess what? It says, neither did according to his neither did according to his will, 47 verse, shall be beaten with many stripes. So you gonna perish worse than a 2/3 that didn't even consider the Lord's will, or didn't even know. All right, because you know better. So you're held to a higher degree, a higher standard. It says, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required, and to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask more. All right, so we gotta uphold our promise. All right, whether it be small, and I'm right now I'm going into how the ultimate vow we made unto the Lord is being in this truth, serving the Lord, But let's go to Sirach 2 or Sirach 4 and 16. All right, Sirach 4 and 16, it says, "If a man commit himself unto her," let's look up that word commit. All right. Commit, to give in charge, entrust, to unite, connect, combine, to bring together. All right. It says, "If a man commit himself unto her," talking about wisdom, "he shall inherit her, and his generations shall hold her in possession." All right. It says, "For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws." All right. Ultimately, you're being tried. All right. It says, then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and show him her secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him, and give him over to his own ruin. All right, so you forsake this truth, guess what? That's your ass. All right, so we gotta uphold our end of the vow. All right, defer not to pay your vows. All right, let's type in vows. And we'll just end it off on there, because point was made. Okay, let's read some in all right, Psalms 22 and 25. "My praise shall be of thee in the great congregation. I will pay my vows before them that fear him." Psalms 50 and 14. "Offer unto the Most High thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High." All right, so we gotta uphold our end of the promise, because especially the Lord, he's about his word. Let's get that. Hebrews 6 and 18, it says, "That by two immutable things, in which it was impossible for the Most High to lie," all right, Isaiah 55 and 11, what's that? "His word shall not return unto him void." So the promises he said he's going to, keep, the deliverance, salvation, and whatnot, all that, all that good stuff that the Lord promised us, He's gonna keep it. All right, because He's bound by His word. So we gotta have the same mentality likewise. We gotta keep our end of the bargain. All right, it says, who have fled let me reread it. That by two immutable things in which it was impossible for the Most High to lie, we might have a strong consolation, who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us. All right, so ultimately, I just want to get that point. It's impossible for the Most High to lie. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praise.